Resting on the leaf of the kowhai tree, the treaty of Waitangi's aging palm stretches out to catch the single raindrop before it rolls over all the knots and bumps of the tree branch to be collected with other drops, uniting them with the river that flows towards the ocean. And like a drop of water, I look for my place in society. Lost on the soils of Aotearoa, I journey through hardships and struggles to find the place where I belong. My journey ends as I glimpse the splashing waves of the ocean. I could see where I wanted to be. A place where the droplets of water merge as one to form the beautiful ocean. A society of aroha, kotahitanga, and mana akitanga. This is the society I want to live in. Let's weave a future. To form Te Taura Tangata is to tie two knots on the braided thread of our people. Social cohesion is the beginning knot we start braiding together from, because it is a goal that everyone strives to achieve. But to complete the rope, we must tie the finishing knot. So, tie the knot on stereotypes, because it ends today. My people are not products on display, objects to be thrown away. Not bodybuilders to work labor jobs, not coconuts, not savages, not uneducated fobs. These labels defined who I was before I could discover it myself, and brought to me feelings of uncertainty. If only the culture in my skin, this curse which is bound within, was instead a blessing. A battle in my mind between cultural despise and pride as I was put down, just for being brown. Tie the knots on scapegoating because it ends today. Yes, I'm talking about the dawn raids. Pacific people were not to blame. They didn't make up the majority of overstayers in those days. But discrimination blinded them to this fact, as Pacific people were considered different and wouldn't understand their ways. Tie the knot on racism because it ends today. Let's make a change. Let the streams which flow from different directions meet together at the bottom of this mountain. Let the people who come from different places come together for the purpose of uniting. Let one voice which speaks for the crowd of thousands be the change we need today. Let's make a change. I am but a drop of water, fallen from the skies above and made to flow across a land unknown to me. I am lost. The mellifluous tongues of my ancestors, whispered by the winds of time and carried on the waves of traditions, is washed clean from the surface of my tongue. I was once draped in the cloak of Samoan heritage. Now I float adrift in the labyrinth of uncertainty. And like a wolf in sheep's clothing, I cloaked myself with the stolen garments of others' customs. The shadows of stereotypes led me to believe what was once my identity was now an anchor weighing me down from my dreams. As pride turned to shame, I was born Samoan, woke up confused. So I rejected my native tongue and my people's traditions and adapted to New Zealand culture. Raised to be like them, speak like them, sound like them. How else would I remove these labels society has placed on me? Because I don't want my talents and hard work to be undermined just because of my brown skin. And I don't want my culture, which gives me my identity, to be the cause of discrimination thrown against me. But how do I explain this to my grandparents back home, who would smile at me as they retell the stories of the mighty chiefs of our village? Or my friends back in Samoa as they whisper their excitement to receive a malu as a permanent display of our culture tattooed across their skin. At the age of 7, I had to make that decision. To leave my culture behind so I wasn't chained down by the curse of our stereotypes. Although My journey of self-discovery allowed me to explore beyond the confines of convention. My identity is for me to create, not replace. So I braided together the diverse strands of Samoan and New Zealand culture to become the person I am today. Will you tread this path with me? Only then can we tie the knots on stereotypes. E hara taku toa I te toa takitahi, he toa takitini. My strength is not as an individual, but as a collective. Each of us have our own experiences and perspectives, which highlight the beauty of diversity. To weave the rope of unity, we need to listen and understand these different cultural perspectives. Take, for instance, the saying, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." This difference is reflected in Māori and Samoan cultures. He tau rā kau e tae te karo, he tau kupu e kore e tae te karo. The thrust of a spear can be avoided, but not the thrust of words. Or the Samoan saying, e pala maa ai e le pala tala. Rocks can rot, but words will not. Inclusivity and empathy are the path towards understanding different cultural perspectives, forming a more resilient bond which strengthens us and brings us closer to race unity. Allowing our tamariki the option of weaving together the diverse strands of cultures instead of replacing one with the other. A strong rope is woven by a skillful weaver. A united society is led by great leaders. Leaders are the roaring rivers thrashing and weaving fervently across the nation to fill up the ocean of inclusivity. My role models are our church leaders and community advocates. Their zealous nature fuels their motivation to spread peace and love by advocating for more inclusive social policies. Like the Treaty of Waitangi, our leaders guide the tamariki to interminably nourish the ocean of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I am a small Samoan girl. All I have is my voice, determination, and desire to support inclusivity and empathy in our society. So tell me what I can do. Our strength lies not in individuality, but in our collective unity. Kia whiria te muka tangata, kia kotahi ai te taura pāpori. Just as the drops of rain unite to form a mighty river, and as threads are woven to create a strong rope, so too can we come together, knot by knot, to create a society of inclusivity, empathy, and respect. Let us rejoice in the diversity that enriches our communities, for it is through embracing each other's cultures that we truly strengthen the fabric of our society. Let us be the roaring rivers that guide the tamariki, the mentors and leaders who inspire them to join us in the deep blue ocean of unity. Now let us place the interwoven threads of our cultures into the ocean and allow the drops of our people to place their united hands onto the rope, cleansing it from the rids of racism. This is the society I want to live in. Kia ora and whaawhitai lava.